Welcome back to the Hotep Money Channel, where we cover the latest in artificial intelligence and finance news. I'm your host, Hotep Jesus. We got some rather interesting results to talk about today, stemming from the meeting between Anthropic and the Pentagon. Well, Anthropic decided to issue a statement, a bold statement. Says, for example, under current law, the government can purchase detailed records of Americans' movements, web browsing, and associations from public sources without obtaining a warrant. A practice the intelligence community has acknowledged raises privacy concerns, and that has generated bipartisan opposition in Congress. Powerful AI makes it possible to assemble this scattered, individually innocuous data into a comprehensive picture of any person's life automatically in that massive scale. Okay, so that's some shots fired right there. In addition, without proper oversight, fully autonomous weapons cannot be relied upon to exercise the critical judgment that our highly trained professional troops exhibit every day. They need to be deployed with proper guardrails, which don't exist today. They continue and say, if we maintain these safeguards, they have also threatened to designate us a supply chain. Talking about the Pentagon. They threatened to designate us as a supply chain risk, a label reserved for U.S. adversaries, never before applied to any American company, and to invoke the Defense Production Act to force the safeguards removal. These latter two threats are inherently contradictory. One labels us a security risk, the other labels Claude as an essential to national security. Yeah. Then Sam Altman came out and was like, hey, we stand with Anthropic, but if you want to make a deal, maybe we can make a deal. I don't know how that works. Like, I don't know how you say you believe in what Anthropic believes in, and then there's Grok, and Pentagon's basically like, Grok's not strong enough. Grok can't do what we need it to do. So Grok, the military is like, no, Grok, step your game up, and then we'll consider you as a viable candidate. But at the end of the day, you know what this says? It says Claude's the best. If the United States military has chosen Claude, we should probably all be using Claude.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's my key takeaway. Maybe I'm wrong. But in my experience, Claude has been really good at coding. I have been able to code stuff. It's written superior code compared to Gemini and ChatGPT. I've never done anything extensive with Grok, but we'll have to wait and see how this development unfurls. But allegedly, the AI community is holding hands and saying that they will not capitulate and give government full access to AI. So who knows what happens? I would just say increase your security. If you work at one of these companies, increase your security. Anyway, Netflix declined the offer. Netflix declined the offer to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button right now. Subscribe. Hit subscribe. 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 And then found out today that Paramount is actually going to be purchasing Warner Brothers Discovery. So that's good news, because the Paramount app is really the only competitor I've seen in streaming. They've got some pretty good stuff on there. So yeah, we're gonna see Warner Brothers Discovery franchises and content head on over to Paramount. Sounds like Netflix got some money out of the deal, $2.3 billion for whatever reason. I guess that's a reimbursement or something for the deposit they made. I don't know. Don't get me to lying. But OpenAI did get a huge round of funding. They made an announcement today that they got $110 billion. This recent funding round, pre-investment, pre-money valuation was at $730 billion. Amazon invested $50 billion. Nvidia invested $30 billion. SoftBank invested $30 billion. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, if Claude's better, why is ChatGPT? And I think it's just first mover principles, right? I think it's because, the common populace, they don't say AI it. They say ChatGPT that, or you sound like ChatGPT. So everybody in their head thinks Claude is ChatGPT. So I think they got first movers advantage. And yeah, so and they've how much money are they making right now? I think they just said they made like $250 million in the past quarter. I don't remember. I forget how much money they said. There was a report that came out. OpenAI projected that its total revenue for 2030 will be more than $280 billion. OpenAI broke the record last year with $40 billion fundraised. Rival Anthropic has next highest total with $30 billion in the latest round. XAI raised $20 billion. Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on that as things tend to things proceed. YouTube is getting a new enhancement, a new AI enhancement. Some guy grifting on the internet decided to make a video about it. Let's take a listen.
Have you seen this experimental feature pop up on YouTube yet? It really is a sign of what's coming. Being able to fine-tune your home feed with AI. This popped up on my YouTube today, and let me show you exactly what it is and why this is so important. So here's what pops up when you're just browsing YouTube. You can see here a new home feed that you can tune with AI, and it gives you the ability to update your YouTube feed with whatever you'd like. Now, it gives you a few recommendations here already, but let's say I wanted to get more business-related videos. So I can simply type, show me more business videos about marketing and AI. And then let's go ahead and click update feed, and it will automatically apply these changes. Now, by the way, this just popped up by itself, but you can see it now has this your custom homepage feature right at the top of YouTube. Now take a look at this. It now has more marketing videos related to AI in my home feed, and I can change and update the feed at any time. Have you seen this feature pop up on YouTube? Let me know in the comments what you think about.
So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've seen this feature. Don't leave it on his page, leave it on my page. Let me get the engagement. Have you guys seen that? I don't know. I didn't. I haven't seen that yet. That may be good, may be bad. I don't know. But shout out to YouTube. Speaking of agents, we've been talking about these agents, these AI agents recently. And I told you guys that I didn't believe the hype. Well, this guy says confirmed that the Perplexity replaced Bloomberg terminal is a paid campaign. This is Shantanu Goel, and he's engineering over at the Trade Desk, previously worked for Google and Qualcomm, and he's calling out this guy here for grifting, Gabbar Singh. And that's pretty much what I thought. I thought that all the craze surrounding AI agents seems like one big paid ad campaign, because usually news doesn't travel like this. If you've ever been in news, you know how news travels, and then you kind of know when it's like a paid campaign, because it's usually like all at once and it's just everywhere, and it's just like, and it's the same thing. That's the other way it's a paid campaign, because it's the same talking points, it's the same posts, same tweets, same. It just feels the same. It's really hard to explain, but everything just does not feel organic. And the way people talk about it is they talk about it in the same manner. So I don't know if it was a paid campaign, but he did accuse the guy of having a paid campaign or being a part of a paid campaign. But I wouldn't rush out and go get a Mac Mini, or maybe you should rush and go get a Mac Mini. Maybe you should go get a Raspberry Pi and experiment with this stuff, or maybe you should just wait. I'm gonna wait. Perplexity computer just came out this week. I'm gonna play with that this weekend. But yeah, it's up to you. I would just say don't believe the hype. That's what I'll say. Do not believe the hype. Microsoft has entered the conversation. Microsoft has some new tech. They're saying you can get on the wait list for the new Copilot. So they have this new thing called Copilot Task, which is basically their iteration of, agents. This is from the official Microsoft Copilot, so you can join the wait list and play with their agents when those released. And that's, again, agents are a thing that everybody's rushing to deploy. And like I said, if you wait long enough, the technology to just land right in your lap and it'll be free and you won't have to pay anything. Or you could be a first mover, and then by the time you did all the work, the industry will change. I kind of like just waiting for things just waiting for the dust to settle and then see how people move 2 weeks from now, because that's how fast AI and technology moves. Instead of me like rushing to play with the agents, I'm like, I'll wait 2 weeks because you guys just came out with this stuff, right? Like this, like OpenClaw is basically like, I don't know, a couple months old. So, and then it just went viral recently, like 2 weeks ago. Basically everybody ran out and got their Mac Minis. So I'm just gonna wait another 2 weeks and then see where the dust settles and see which way the industry wants to go. And then I'll make a decision on what I'll do. But this weekend, I'm definitely going to be playing with some agents. I think I'm going to be spending some time with maybe Perplexity Computer. I think I'm leaning toward Perplexity Computer. But I might mess with Claude. I don't know. But I'll be at the computer this weekend trying to sort out my life. And we'll figure out which one will be better. I'll let you know. You guys will definitely know about it. Last story, BMW. BMW said they're going into physical AI. They're launching a Copilot project with humanoid robots at the Leipzig plant, looking to integrate humanoid robotics into existing series production of cars and to explore further applications in the production of batteries and components. So so that's going to be humanoid robots. That's like, the Terminator, like putting the car together. That's pretty much what they're talking about. This guy right here, they're going to unleash this guy right here, and he's going to be doing stuff. I don't know how reliable Aeon's going to be, or Eon, or Ian, or however they decide to pronounce that. But there he is. He's working. So maybe he's more efficient than a human. Maybe he's not. Maybe this is better. I don't know. But that's what BMW is doing. It looks kind of cool. Wow, he's just gonna hand that over there like that. Okay, he's gonna hand that. All right. And where's he going with that? It's got wheels. Johnny 5 is alive. Johnny 5 is alive. BMW iFactory. There it is. And that is your artificial intelligence finance update. I'll see you back here Monday. Enjoy your weekend.
This product does not boost your testosterone. Boosting your testosterone is unhealthy. What this product does is it balances your hormone levels and frees up a natural testosterone production. That way you can get back to what you really want to do, which is hit the gyms.